You fought the rest, now try the best!
My head is still currently spinning from the lack of a Tekken 8 trailer being shown during the Game Awards, at least at the time of recording. The copium in me is praying that they have something and they're just going to do it on their own, like they did with the Summer Game Awards, after they announced the beta, Claudio, and then everyone was happy. But right now, frown. A lot of Tekken fans feel like this was a missed opportunity. Over 900,000 people watching live, and this is just on YouTube. Not even counting Twitch and all of the hundreds, possibly thousands of people restreaming it. This was truly a massive day for gaming, and for Tekken 8 to just skip past it, wow. There was some other things that happened during and also around this that involves Tekken 8, but some just the fighting games in general. We'll get to all of it. First, let's start off with the best fighting game. Two people were the #1 contenders, Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter 6. I and a lot of other people were rooting for Street Fighter 6 because in my opinion, bro, Street Fighter 6 is just a full product. Their experience is just light years ahead of Mortal Kombat. And if it wasn't for Tekken 8, I would be saying this is probably the best one. But Tekken 8 looks fire. Just looking at all the nominations throughout the event, they seem pretty solid. Even though there's a lot of people who were saying that Spider-Man got robbed, winning 0 awards out of the 7 it was nominated. Boulder Gates 3 completely white landscaped. Now we got to talk about Virtual Fighter. This is something that people were hyping up like crazy. Like 1-2 weeks out, people were saying, oh, they're gonna announce a new one. They're gonna announce a new one. Sega, they put out like a little screenshot with like blue text on it. That got a lot of people hyped up. But then when the moment of truth, when it came down to it, they announced 5 brand new games and none of them was Virtual Fighter. Now, I don't know what this means for the Virtual Fighter franchise or series, but that says something. They said all of these five games will be coming from basically like now until like, I think they said 2025 or 2026, basically over the next couple of years. So that means Virtual Fighter is probably nowhere to be seen. It was funny though. Harada was on Twitter. He said, okay, where is Virtual Fighter 6? And as a Tekken fan, watching a 4-hour event, I'm saying the same thing about Tekken. Where is Tekken 8? So baffled by that. But while we're on the topic of Harada, we got to talk about this. Harada did a oopsies. Guilty Gear Strive is a game that I haven't really been following that much, but I'm glad to see that the game is still going strong. I like that. The Season 3 DLC character, Elephant Valentine. First, this character was leaked probably like a week ago. There was some blurry screenshot, you know how it is. At the Game Awards, it was 100% confirmed to be real. I saw one tweet that was very interesting and it made me think about what we're going to be experiencing in Tekken 8. This person says, this is the problem with saving fan favorites, DLC movers, for late in the game's lifespan. 2 years ago, this would have held my interest in the game and kept me playing Strive. But with Street Fighter 6 out and Tekken 8 in 7 weeks, it's too late. So here's the thing, right? These fighting games are saving bangers for later. You talk about Quan Chi, Ermac seems like he's going to be the last character, maybe even after Homelander. The same thing with Tekken. If they do put Eddie in the game, I doubt Eddie will be the first DLC character. He will probably be the last one. Depending on where Project L releases, they'll probably drop him at the same time as that game to compete with it. And that's basically what a lot of these fighting games are doing. Like Akuma or Ed. Those characters for Street Fighter is going to be dropping at the same time as Tekken 8 so they can try and retain their player bases. They're using these characters that everyone loves as chess pieces and they're being very strategic with where they place them to try to retain their player base. Now it sucks for us because it's splitting up which games we're interested in and we basically have to pick and choose, but that's what they're going for, right? When you talk about pay to win DLC, when you talk about how they're releasing the characters, and also when you talk about which characters they're releasing, it's chaos all around. When Tekken 8 comes out and they get into their DLC phase, it's going to be madness. But we'll get there when we get there. Let's talk about this Harada leak situation. I made fun of Bandai Namco's website so many different times. Just their whole structure in general, because it's absolute trash. During EVO, their website was glitching and Raven and Aquafina leaked. That was ridiculous. But then even when they announced the pre-orders, I was trying to pre-order the collector's edition and the website wasn't working. So it just seems like, bro, their website is just absolute trash. And here it is again being trash. the Bandai Namco Asia, they published the Guilty Gear Strive Arc System Works character early. Now, Harada seeing this, he did like a lot of people do. They see a official website post something and he's like, oh, ArcWorks is excited to announce their new playable character, Valentine, for Guilty Gear Strive and is available now for download. Now, this character was not announced yet. This was a mistake. Now, it roughly took Harada about 30 minutes or so to realize that this wasn't an official reveal and the Bandai Namco Asia website was just acting crazy, he says. The information from Bandai Namco Asia website was something wrong, ... Someone responded and says, Harada, are you a leaker now? How does it feel to be what you hate most? Harada says no. The Bandai Namco Asia site put out the info and I reposted it. I'm not the source of the leak. Since it was official, I thought I'd rather help promote it, but I guess I helped the wrong action. Pretty much the same thing Spaghetti Rip said when he helped share that leak that happened for Tekken 8 a little while ago. Now, there's another thing that I want to talk about, and this is directly related to Tekken 8. There was this fake leak. I believe it's fake. If this leak is real, I'll be so surprised. But there was a leak that's going around. It has Roger, Armor King, Eddie, and it has Zhao Ming. I think that's a fighting game character or some other character. This leak was first posted by an account that only had one post and was created the same day as it was posting that one post, which was the leak. First, I shared it just to tell everyone this is fake and I gave my reasons why. And I was like, you know what, this is so fake to where I'm even wasting my time sharing it. I took down my tweet and then later I see more people sharing it. Oh, this is real. Oh, this is Eddie. Oh, it just kept growing. And then I just mentioned it very briefly in the video. This little fake leak, just mentioned it. Here we are now. There's news articles being written about this DLC leak. And it's just so absurd to see how something can spread and be so like, you know what I realized? Doing YouTube and then talking about all these different topics, all these different leaks and whatnot, looking at these screenshots, I realized that some people, bro, their opinions are like worthless. Some people see these leaks and their mind doesn't even question it. They saw the other leak with like Eddie and Alex on it and they were like, oh, this is real. And then they're like defending the fact that it's real. It's like, bro, how do you believe everything that you see? You got to have something in your brain that say, is this actually real? It's a photoshopped image. Some of these characters look a little weird. The alignment on some of these characters is off. It looks like AI. And then for the other screenshot, it's like this was posted by an account that's created today. So they don't want to be attached with this because why aren't you using your primary account? It fascinates me sometimes how quickly people are to not only believe something, but then go around and tell everybody else, no, you're wrong. This is real. I think it's very interesting where we're at. Hopefully Tekken 8 shows us a story trailer soon because I really want to analyze a little bit more of the story before the game comes out just to get an understanding of like what we're getting into, right? They haven't even did a story trailer yet. So I just want to see a little bit of it so I can understand just what these characters are more clearly. Not going into the game with a Tekken 7 mindset, but like a Tekken 8 mindset.